Content warning for drug use, violence, and depictions of poverty. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome to Tablet, a micro RPG podcast. My name is Tim, your host and editor. Tablet is an excuse to get my friends to play and review micro RPGs with me. In this episode, we're going to be playing All Out of Bubblegum by Epoch, Sullivan and Jeffrey Grant. It is from 2001. This is a very early micro RPG. We are hitting a classic, as it were. The rules are very simple. You have sticks of bubblegum. If you can roll under the amount of bubblegum you have while trying to do any roll that isn't a specific one, you succeed. And if you roll over while trying to kick ass, you succeed. You lose bubblegum when things hit you, when you fail rolls, and eventually all you can do is kick ass. We are going to set our game in the 1980s in New York. There is an apartment building that is it's owned by a bank. The apartment building is owned by a bank, and the landlord is a absolute slumlord and leader of a gang called the Bastards. And the name of this gang lord is the Beast. That is our setting, and our motley crew of thieves and criminals who are coming to steal his money are going to be our players this time. So let's do our introductions.
Cassandra Snow, they, them. I will be playing Antelope, also they, them. What are the beast's pronouns?
He, him.
Great.
All right. I am Matthew. I'm going to be playing Roscoe, and Roscoe's pronouns are he, him.
My name is Manny. I use they, them pronouns, and I am going to be playing Dorothy Clatterbucket. Her pronouns are she, her, and this is a bit of an origin story for long-time listeners might recognize this character.
All right, so
we forgot to talk about why we're stealing from this man, or was that not important?
It is important.
Great.
So I think we're gonna start with a shot of the building first. So we'll start with the building. It is as practically a character as well. It is the Malone Building. It is 60 stories or so in a rough part of New York. The building is filled with all manner of folk, but many of the people in this building are under the Beast's payroll. At the top of the building, he doesn't trust banks, and this became known to the three of our heroes because he has a room on the top floor of this building that he has a massive safe in, and inside that safe is all of this man's worldly money, protected by maybe hundreds of armed guards. And for some reason, these three think they can take it. Now, the reason these three have any reason to do this at all, besides being a certain amount of character insistent on kicking ass, is because of... I'll also let you guys take it away. What's the origin?
Well, we were roommates, and everything was going great. We were getting along super well, and then the Beast kicked us out, and we didn't like that.
We sure didn't. It was a rough week. I got turned down, didn't get a part in the revival of Carousel, came home to find an eviction notice, and then I just said, well, you know, Dorothy, that's it. I'm going to take my bag of cocktails and the skills I've learned from tending the bar, and we're going to open a can of whoop-ass on the Beast.
And I had Roscoe. I'd been using brass knuckles just to make my way across town for a while. So I had Roscoe hook him up with some electricity so that if I pushed a button, I could electrocute people.
I still don't think the taser was invented yet.
Who said anything about tasers? This is Roscoe's brilliant hacking. I also think it's interesting that no one has questioned that I might electrocute myself with this plan.
I trust you, Ann.
God damn it. All right. Tasers first developed in the mid-1970s by American inventor Jack Cover.
Yeah, on top of that, Roscoe's just a bit of a tinkerer himself, so on and so forth, and operated his little repair business out of the apartment that we'd all shared. And so not only the home, but the livelihood is now gone. And here's the question. Which one of us heard the rumor about the Beast's vault?
That sounds like an Antelope thing. Antelope heard the rumor because Antelope likes to creepily make their way around town and eavesdrop. No one really knows how Antelope makes money, but it's never been an issue.
All right. So you hear the rumor about where the money is kept. Top floor, back room, the Beast's office. The first floor of this building is open to the public. It's a series of stores, little bodegas and little restaurants, and none of them are particularly high quality, but the first floor is kind of a little shopping center. So getting inside is pretty easy.
Great.
However, the central room of this sort of shopping center kind of vibe, it's a couple stories of building that sort of like opens up in the middle to kind of, it looks like it's supposed to be an indoor park kind of vibe. It's got that sort of Mall of America fake trees and sort of like little pathways that cross across it, but it's covered in newspapers, hamburger wrappers, styrofoam cups, and debris. There's people sleeping on the floors, being occasionally pushed around by the security guards. It seems like a rough place to be. So above you are 60 floors of housing and gang territory between you and your money. What do you do?
Well, check it out, guys. I got an idea here. The Beast never really wanted to pay for repairs on any of this stuff, and I had this one family down the way, the Jones Johnson family. They actually had me repair their heating system last winter. I know that there's a ductway that goes up a few floors that if we can just get through their place and then up the way, we'll be good to go. Get to skip a couple of floors before people notice we're here.
Well, that sounds like a plan. Do we need a distraction, or are you just going to walk in through? Are you on good terms with the, what'd you say, Jacksons?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
The Jones Johnson family.
The Jones Johnsons, oh, lovely people there. I used to babysit their 4-year-old.
Don't you dare.
I know the vent well.
Oh, shit. Okay, so...
Oh, Ventwell. It's a lovely company.
So the three of you make your way up the flight of stairs into the first sort of like apartment area to the, what did you say, the Jones Jacksons? Or the Jackson Jones?
Jones Johnsons,
The Jones Johnsons. The Jones Johnsons family. They hyphenated. It's sort of a whole thing. And you knock on their door, or what's left of their door. There's a big chunk missing out of it. The first handful of floors are probably the poorest buildings here. I should mention, there is an elevator. It's exclusively for gang use. If you want to use the elevator to get anywhere, you have to, as it were, show ID to some. There's like 3 elevators. There's 3 guys in front of each of them, and they look tough as hell. And they only let people up who are wearing the colors. So you go to the Jones Johnsons, and you knock on what's left of their door. The little old lady answers it. She like looks around the 3 of you, goes, "Oh, Antelope and Dorothy.
Oh, how you doing, Pegatha? It's lovely to see you there.
And then looks behind and goes, oh, Roscoe, is there something wrong with our heating again? Did you get called?
Yes, we need to examine it.
Oh, that's great.
I'm working with Roscoe now. So's Dorothy.
That's true.
Oh, Dorothy, you've picked up home maintenance stuff.
Well, I'm here. This is more of a trial run. I'm waiting on my big break. So I've just been doing a little odd jobs, babysitting and following Roscoe around here just to pick up some extra cash to, make that rent. So it's a bit of a probationary period, just until my ship comes in. You know what?
Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, anyway, Miss I can't say it. Miss Peggy. We actually got a call saying that there's something wrong with the connecting bits. So if we could just kind of get through, we'll be out of your hair really quickly. We just need to be able to access it and then get up in there.
Oh yeah, sure. Right on through. And she opens the door for you, and you step into this incredibly crowded living room. It's got like a bunch of kids and like young adults sitting on the floor. There's a TV sitting on a milk crate, like one of those big CRT tubes. It's more back of TV than anything else. It's like maybe 12 inches of screen, and they're all crowded around it watching some cartoon. It's super staticky. And then past that is another room it smells horrible. Clearly the bathroom. That doesn't seem to get cleaned basically ever. And then the next room has like sort of the heating equipment, like radiators and pipes and such.
Antelope says, wow, that's a nice TV.
Oh, thanks. One of the kids picked it up. I don't know where from.
Oh, interesting. I'm like looking around trying to see if I can suss out which kid I can shake down.
They all look, they're all watching the TV very carefully. They're not watching y'all at all.
Dorothy notices the static on the TV and she goes, oh, geez, here, let me see if I can fix that. And she starts playing with the rabbit ears, trying to get a good
Immediately,
signal.
the signal's gone.
Oh, jeepers. Okay, so she's going to take her bag out and just whack it.
Are you trying to kick this TV's ass?
I think something like I think I'm not trying to kick ass.
Okay, you're trying to fix a TV. Roll a
for the kids.
For the kids. Roll a D10. You are trying to roll below an 8, I believe.
That's a 1.
Okay, that's certainly a success. So yeah, you touch the rabbit ears, the picture's gone instantly, and you go, oh dear, and you start, jeepers, and you start waggling the antennas around,
there.
And then all of a sudden it locks in on the signal. You manage to find the right angle, the waves are bouncing correctly, and then basically all the static is gone. It's a much better picture, and then the kids all go, thanks.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome. It looks like the president's on the TV there. I don't like that guy. He gives all of us actors a bad name.
Can you put it back in cartoons?
Oh, sure. And I click the dial.
Thanks.
Oh, it's Underdog. This is a good one.
Oh, hell yeah, Underdog.
Oh, we've got a job to do, Antelope.
Oh, you're right. We have to fix the...
I'm already in the heating room trying to get the access vent ready to go.
Yeah, the vent's open already. You're already halfway in.
Yep. I'm starting to climb.
Antelope jumps up right after Roscoe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and do that climb. I'm going to have Matt roll it for Roscoe because you're going first. I imagine you're not trying to kick ass
This
here.
is not kicking ass.
This is sneaking around.
We're sneaking around. We're getting through. And I know this covers floors technically 2 through 4. However, I'm pretty certain that this will lead us higher if we find the right access point. What happens if you tie the number of bubblegum? Equal to or less than the amount of bubblegum the character has left and the character succeeds. Woohoo!
Yeah. Although, do you mind if I throw a little complication on it a little bit?
Oh, yeah.
So you're trying to get up through the floors that would be detected up into the ones where they're paying a little bit less attention. The first handful of floors I've labeled as slums. These are probably the poorest floors. There's going to be like the Jones-Johnsons, the Jones-Johnsons.
All three families live next door to each other.
Well, they all live in the same apartment. And the eldest mother is the one keeping watch of the kids while all the parents are out at work.
They're actually all related by marriage.
Yeah, don't worry about it. And so you're going to get through some of these floors easier than you might have otherwise. There's not going to be, you're going to dodge some of the cheaper guards. Because people watch floors. Like people are paid by the beast to make certain that people don't get too high who ain't supposed to be so high. And before long, you find yourself into these slightly more expensive floors where people have a bedroom to just their family, pretty much. And you pop out of the you're going to pop into an apartment building and you don't know the people in them. That's the complication. So you fall out of the access hatch into another room similarly shaped. You're in their like laundry room sort of zone, and you hear a TV playing in the next room over, and you hear a man talking to someone about like trying to get rent together. You don't recognize his voice.
Under my breath, I'm like, these bastards, all they care about is rent money.
Yep.
So you'll probably have to try to get past these folks somehow, either by talking or walking or kicking their ass.
I pull a hat out of my pocket and put it on to disguise myself.
Who are you disguising yourself as?
One of the gang members who wears a hat.
One of the gang members who wears a hat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jerry?
Do
you mean Jerry?
Do the bastards all wear specific hats?
They
Is that part of their colors?
yes.
No.
Antelope says yes because Antelope thinks yes.
Okay.
That the fact that that's not correct is better.
You put on your trademark the bastards hat.
It's got like a big B on it.
It's very stylized, like Gothic font.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's certainly not for Baltimore.
I was actually thinking of Boston, but yeah.
So are you going to just try to walk out?
Yep.
All right. I want you to roll to convince these people you're supposed to be here.
Is this ass kicking or no?
You tell me.
It is not.
I didn't think so.
Equal to or less than the number of bubblegum you have left.
3.
Okay. So you step out into the room, and so there's a man standing there talking to who you can only assume is his wife. He's got like a button-down shirt with the sleeves rolled up. He's wearing suspenders. His hair is kind of like slicked back a bit, and he's got a paper in his hand. And he like looks over at you and like jumps. And what do you say? What do you do?
Sorry about that, Steve.
He like raised an eyebrow. Goes, my name's not Steve. What are you doing in my house?
Oh, sorry. I was helping the boss, but I just needed to cut through here.
Please leave.
All right.
And he like opens the door and like kind of goes like a get the fuck out kind of gesture, and then 2 more people walk out of the room. Or
Heating's good in there. We got that. We got to go check the next one.
Oh yeah, we're helping the boss with heating.
Okay.
Peggy just tap dances through.
Dorothy.
Sorry, Dorothy just tap dances through.
So the door is slammed behind you, and you hear the lock click. And you're standing in the hallway now, and you look down the hallway, and you spot a handful of guys standing by the stairway. One of them has a baseball bat on his shoulder, and another one he's got a a length of chain in his hand, and he's like spinning it around and letting it wrap around his wrist and then unwrap around his wrist. He's just doing that over and over. And then there's another guy who's just got his like hands crossed in front of his chest, like kind of tucked into his armpits in a way that you can't see what his hands are holding. And he's looking down the hallway, and he looks at you, and he goes, "Hey, nice hat. Come here."
Oh man, I hope he doesn't try to take my hat, so I walk over there.
And he says,
I bought this downstairs. They're selling them if you want one.
he kind of like looks you up and down, looks the three of you up and down, and goes, "I never see that hat before.
Oh, well, they're selling them downstairs.
I want that hat. You should give me that hat."
I will sell it to you for, oh God, how much did hats cost in the 80s? I will sell it to you for 7 nickels.
A penny farthing. A tuppence for a hat.
A tuppence.
He stands up and reveals that his hands were crossed over a pair of revolvers under his arms, and says, "I don't think you're going to sell me that hat. I think you're just going to give that hat to me."
Why? Did the boss put you up to this? Are you trying to razz me? Are you trying to haze me? Because I'm new here?
But this is going well.
Quick question about Antelope. What's their physicality? Are they like tall, beefy? Are they small, kind of weedy? Somewhere in
They're
between.
small and weedy.
So Roscoe's going to actually loom up behind.
Great.
Roscoe is 6'3" and 243 pounds.
Big.
You're buying the hat or you're not getting it. And we're going up those stairs.
Oh, what you think about that there?
What is Dorothy's stature?
Dorothy is very plain looking, very like general average. I don't know what average size for a woman is, especially in the 80s. But very plain, like mousy brown hair.
5'5".
Like 5'5", like 119 pounds. She's a chameleon, so she can play any role, or at least that's what her resume says. And
I believe her.
Illustrate that, she goes, "What you gonna do about it?" And then she starts snapping and humming the opening lines of West Side Story threateningly.
Da-da-da-da.
Exactly. When you're a jet all the way.
So
Still don't understand why I didn't get that part.
So the
Dorothy, me either.
You hear the chain unravel from this guy's wrist. The guy with the bat like cracks his neck, and the guy with the guns reaches behind himself very slowly, and then draws out a butterfly knife and flips it around. He goes, "You got to give me that fucking hat." And you ain't going upstairs. I think you should be downstairs.
Roscoe just extends his arm a little bit, and a wrench slides down that he catches, and just baseball swings right at the front guy.
All right, sounds like you're kicking ass.
Yep.
All right, you got to beat an 8 or higher, I believe.
Nope.
All right, what'd you get?
I got a 6.
All right, so you baseball swing at the guy with the knife. He ducks under it. He moves real fast, and then he slides forward and then cuts you with his butterfly knife.
Oh, no, we can't be having that there. And Dorothy unzips her bar bag, and takes out a bottle of beer, and she goes, I never was one for beer, and then goes and shatters it on the hand railing and like swings it at this guy.
Then Antelope also like bangs their hands together like with the brass knuckles and makes a loud clang and is like, "You make my friend look stupid. No one makes my friend look stupid."
Other than Roscoe.
So real quick, mechanics for the last ass kick attempt. The failure to roll a whenever you fail a non-combat roll, you lose a stick of bubblegum. You may also sacrifice a stick of bubblegum before the roll to ensure success. Because you... Wait, it says anything you fail a non-combat roll. This was a combat roll that you failed.
Yep. However, bubblegum also rates your damage.
Oh, yeah. Someone succeeds in ass-kicking against you, you lose 1 stick of bubblegum. So, yeah, I didn't roll for this guy mechanically, but I think he's going to hit you anyway. Actually, how about this? I'll roll for him, and if he rolls a 5 or higher, he cuts you. That's a 9. So, yeah.
Yep.
Give me that bubblegum.
I already did.
You already did. So yeah, it sounds like Peggy Malone and
Excuse me, Dorothy Clutterbucket.
Sorry, I gotta put that a little bit closer in my view. Dorothy Clutterbucket is going to be doing an ass kicking first, and followed immediately by Antelope. So give me a ass kicking roll.
Cool. Can I just go ahead and sacrifice a bubblegum?
It's not a non-combat roll.
Oh, it has to be a non-combat roll. Okay. Well, let's just see what the dice say, shall we? Well, that's a 4.
Okay. So you swing your bottle. Are you swinging at the same guy that attacked Roscoe, or are you going to attack one of the other two?
Yeah, I think I'll swing at him. Yeah.
Okay. So you slide in and you give a swing. He like hops back, like arms wide to like pull his body out of the way of the bottle. I'm gonna do the same.
Well, those some
again.
fancy moves there.
All right. He swings at you with his butterfly knife, but you lean back just in time to dodge its blade. All right.
Do I lose a bubblegum?
You do not.
Oh.
I didn't roll high enough.
Sweet.
I like that. It feels right to me. There's not currently anything in the rules about I need to make any rolls, but it feels correct. Yeah. So, Antelope, you are also going to try to attack these fools.
I say now you tried to make my other friend look stupid. And then I just punch him and try to electrocute him with my electrified brass knuckles. Oh, that's also a 4.
Okay, so you swing in and he like... I think he just catches it. He just, like, you punch his face, he just puts his hand up and, like, catches your punch, and then you hit the button, and you realize that he is holding just in such a way that he's barely not touching the brass knuckle. So it like sparks, and he like hops back and goes, "Oh shit!" And rolls a 1, so he does not manage to cut you. And so the guy with the butterfly knife and the guns takes a few steps back and says, "Get him, boys! I'm gonna go tell the boss." And then he runs up the stairs.
Peggy's going to Dorothy's going to go after him. She goes, "Oh no, not on my watch," and is going to chase him.
You're
up
going
the
to have
stairs.
to get past the other two.
Okay.
So you could try to kick their ass, of course, or you could try to be real agile.
I would like to jazz square around them as I jazz dance to get out of the way of them and pursue baseball bat up the stairs.
Oh, baseball bat
Or
is...
gun boy.
Yeah, gun boy's gone up the stairs.
Okay. So I'm trying to roll below my bubblegum.
Yeah.
Equal to or below.
Ooh, it's an 8.
Okay. So I think I'm going to do the thing I did earlier with a success but a complication.
Yeah,
because,
that sounds right.
this is plot relevant. You sprint up the stairs after doing a quick little jazz square to dodge baseball bat swing, and then you sprint up the stairs 2 steps at a time right behind gun guy, and you jump up and you grab him by the pant leg to prevent him from getting away, and as he slips, he lands on his back, pulls out his gun, and fires into the air 3 times.
Oof. And
then you hear, "What the fuck was that?" And some guys come running down the stairs, and they poke their heads around the corner, and they look at you holding this guy's pants, and they go, "Oh shit, they got Jimmy." And then you hear a door slam, and then you hear a siren go off.
Oh shit. How many guys are coming down?
Like 4 or 5.
4 or 5. Well, she looks up with Jimmy flat on his back, pants around his ankles.
Yeah.
And she goes, well, there's always room for a couple more boys. Get in here.
Can I tell what kind of siren it is? Is it...
It's a klaxon. It's like a bam, 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 bam kind of sound.
So not a police siren.
No.
The sound... Oh, yeah, what I was asking was, yeah, police, or I was hoping for a fire truck, but that's okay.
Then the siren goes off, and you hear the classic intercom squeal, like "Ee!" as someone like starts up the intercom, and someone says in the intercom, "Hey everyone, this is the Beast. I just got word that there's 3 people in my facilities trying to cause a ruckus. I know who they are. I know what they want. And if you bring me their heads, I'll give you free rent for a year."
Now, does that extend to everybody in the building or just the people who are not the 3 other people?
Obviously, you can't talk to him. He's on an intercom.
Antelope has decided to use the distraction to just try to sneak up the stairs.
Okay.
So I'm trying to just go up the stairs unseen.
Do you want to spend a bubblegum to do it for free?
Yeah.
Okay. So you quickly move your way up the stairs as the 2 guards that were blocking your way look up at the intercom. And then they look back.
And it's just Roscoe.
It's just Roscoe.
Roscoe and the wrench.
What do you do?
So the way I'm envisioning this is kind of like we're looking into the stairs, and then there's open air to the plaza below, behind me.
Yeah. Well, off to the side. So the stairs are going, sideways, up and forth a thing, and occasionally there's like an open air looking out over the plaza.
Yep. Roscoe's gonna look at those 2 guys, look back over his shoulder, look back at the 2 guys and go, "Well, nice knowing you." Goes out that open air gap.
Uh-huh.
And instead of jumping off the railing and out, hits the railing and lips up to parkour up to the next level.
Yes.
Jeez.
All right. Go ahead and roll it under your bubblegum or at.
Sick, that's a 7.
Okay. So you jump out, you grab hold of the concrete, and you do a mantle up to the next floor. You get up there and you spot you go up there and you spot Antelope creeping up the steps, and Dorothy getting up from the floor, where this guy is trying to scramble his pants on real quick as a bunch of other people come around the corner looking at you 3 going, "Oh shit, these are the people he mentioned. There's my paycheck."
Can I just kick Jimmy real fast in the chin, make sure he stays down?
Sure.
Alrighty.
Okay. So my way's not being blocked by those people coming down the stairs, correct?
So if you just turn around to go up the stairs, they're not in the way there.
Okay.
But these people are in the hallway of this area.
Okay. So we're in the stairwell. Okay, I got it.
Antelope just keeps going. Hasn't been caught yet. It's just going to keep trying their luck.
Okay. So you go up to the next floor.
Upwards and inwards, let's do it.
Let's do it.
I sort of signal to them to follow me because everyone's distracted.
You sprint up the stairs, and you get to the next floor, and then you go up to the next floor past that, and then as soon as you get about halfway up, there is a chain link fence that has been barricaded across the stairs.
Oh, shit.
It's got a bunch of like debris and rubble that's been like piled on top of it to make it like harder to move than it would otherwise be. This is very clearly an aftermarket ass stairway blockage. Then you head back down to get to a place where you might be able to move up, and you look through this next area, and it is dramatically different than the 2 floors below. A bunch of the walls have been purposefully torn out to make a larger area. There are my brain can only describe it as like you know those like oil can fires that people build to stay warm. Like it has that vibe.
Okay,
it's like this floor is very clearly like a sort of staging area for what's upstairs. There's a bunch of people sitting around, and by sitting around, they're clearly putting together their kit. They're like looking for bats. They're like loading up their zip guns. These guys are wearing some of the gang colors, but in a way that makes it look like their colors are faded. These guys are not high up gang guys. These guys are wannabes.
Well, they seem easy to convince I'm one of them.
With your cool hat?
Oh, yeah, I probably did retain my hat because everyone got distracted. So I go, hey, I'm one of you guys. I'm just trying to get through.
I need you to roll that one.
Is this ass kicking or not?
No.
That is a 10.
Okay, so you do not succeed.
Great.
And you lose a stick of bubble gum.
I need a stick of bubblegum from you.
Great.
So you say, hey, I'm one of yous. They look over at you, and they look at your hat, and they look back at you.
And I go, see? Bastards.
That's the Baltimore Orioles logo.
No, there's not. There's no bird. I took it off.
They're orange. We're red. They're different colors. Are you colorblind?
Yes.
Seeing that Antelope is struggling, you said these were like faded gang members.
These are like prospects. Basically.
Prospects. Okay. And are there currently like oil drum fires burning at the moment?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Fuck it. This building shouldn't have oil dome fires in it, but fuck it. It's cold.
I would like. How much of a menace do I want to be?
Now the money won't be there if you burn the whole building down.
That's true.
That's a good point. Okay.
Although, is that safe, not fireproof?
Oh, who knows? It might not be
The vault
compliant.
might be. The supports definitely aren't.
Okay, but here's what I'm thinking, Dorothy.
Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take just like a fifth of like the cheapest bottle of vodka that I have in my bag and just roll it through there.
So with the top open, so it like pours out the whole way.
No, I just
Okay.
want them to see, free booze and fight
Okay.
over it
Okay,
to give us a distraction to move through.
Yeah, go for it.
Can I just sacrifice a bubble gum?
Absolutely.
As Dorothy throws it out, I yell, "Don't fight over it, though. Remember, we're all on the same team."
Some guy says we ain't on the same team as you. You're one of the three. You're one of those three people. So
I'm not. I think someone played a joke on me and taught me orange and red wrong.
Oh, the educational system in this country is just awful. As she's like running past.
We're all like just trying to be so weird that they don't notice us leaving.
And as we run through, I'm going to say, we may just be three, but if every one of you just brings in one person, then that three will grow into 6. And if each one of those just talks to one more person, that 6 will grow into 12. And pretty soon we will outnumber all of the bastards. So you can either stop us or you can join us.
So one of them is this guy's like missing an eye, and
We can't do anything about that. That's gone for good.
and he's got like a tire iron in one hand, And he like kind of stops for a second, goes like, "That just sounds like a pyramid scheme." What?
Oh, this is an apartment building. It doesn't get narrower at the bottom. It stays the same all the way up.
I don't think the phrase pyramid scheme has been invented yet.
Dorothy takes a golf pencil from behind her ear and writes a note to herself. Pyramid scheme. Let's see. Puts it back in her shirt.
So a decent chunk of these guys are all fighting over the booze now, right?
Yeah. There's a few fighting over the booze.
As Antelope is trying to get them to share.
I think the one-eyed guy and a couple other, the ones who'd clearly detected that you're not a part of this gang.
Sandra just gave a very dramatic thumbs down.
It feels very like American Idol, like X button on this guy kind of vibes. So so the guy with the eye patch, the guy who can tell the colors apart, and like one other guy are like following the three of you as you guys try to navigate through the space to what you guys know to be the other side of the building, which has a different staircase.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Look, they're following us. All right, we're 6 strong now.
And I just start chanting 6 strong, 6 strong.
6 strong, 6 strong.
A tire iron is thrown at your back.
Oh, I misinterpreted that.
No, they threw you a weapon. Pick it up in case you need it.
Oh, I'm definitely going to pick up that tire.
Yeah, I am gonna make you give me a bubble gum because I rolled I rolled enough damage to hit you.
That's fair. Oh, jeepers, that hurt. Oh, that soccer injury. That's acting up now.
So we make it around the corner.
Yeah.
And
there's another 3 guys at the entrance, and they see the 3 of you coming. They see the 3 guys chasing you. One of them pulls a revolver. The other 2 draw some kind machetes, and they get ready to like defend this entrance.
I have no better ideas than this. Full body flying press. Let's go.
All right.
One of me, 3 of them is the only way I could think of to take them out.
And I'm going to see how this goes before I gear up my brass knuckles.
How many bubble gums do you have?
I have 7.
What'd you roll?
4.
Ooh. Okay, so you said flying press?
Yep.
You're running, jumping sideways to like try to hit multiple guys at once.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a bubble gum for that one. I will. Sorry, you're good. I will say that you bowl down one of the 3. Like you don't like knock the other 2 over, but the first guy who like he jumps at you, he like puts his arms up. He kind of like body checks you into the ground a bit. Then the one with the revolver opens fire. What do you do?
I go.
Remember the 5 Ds? Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. And then I go to just punch one of them in the face, and I go...
Are you punching the guy with the revolver or the guy with the machete?
Ooh, probably the revolver, because at nothing else I want to knock the revolver out of his hand.
Okay. This sounds like an ass-kicking roll.
Yeah, and I'm thinking this is a broken down New York apartment building in the 80s. Probably most of these people are Catholic or Christian in some way. And I go, you must be Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. And then I punch him. And that's a 3, so that's pretty bad.
Okay, so that is not enough to kick his ass.
It is not. That is correct.
Yeah, I think he just gets shot.
They say never bring a knife to a gunfight.
Yeah, you run up to you run up to punch this guy. You don't dodge, and he just like shoots you in like the upper part of the chest, like in a spot where you can survive it. Like right through here, you can survive that one. By here, I'm pointing at like the kind of soft part below my shoulder blade and
The
like
meat of the shoulder.
yeah, that meaty part of the shoulder. He just shoots you right there. You swing at him. You would have hit him, but the impact from the bullet throws your aim off.
And I go, oh, you got lucky today.
I'm gonna need one of them bubblegums.
As Dorothy is running up, she goes, "Everyone, stop fighting! Those are the three that are trying to get to the boss. We got to stop them from getting through this door." And
What,
I'm pointing behind.
Jones, Johnson, and Jimothy?
Yeah, those guys.
I know those guys. I don't know you three.
Well, fuck that. And
I think you're confused. I hit you too hard. We are Jones, Johnson, and Timothy.
and she's gonna swing her bag at this guy's nards.
Hell yeah, roll it.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so
You need a
6 or
7.
above.
7 or higher.
So I have 6.
You have to roll above.
You know, at or above your bubblegum, I think.
No, you have to roll above.
8.
You
That's
got it
above.
anyways.
So
You
that's
wish to
fine
roll
anyway.
greater than that of bubblegum. You got it. You got it.
Yep.
All right, so you dodge around Antelope. You swing your bag in an upwards trajectory,
Thunk.
and a bottle of scotch in the front of the bag collides with this man's genitals. He's lifted about a foot and a half straight into the air by the momentum, and he collapses into a pile on the ground holding his junk. His machete clatters to the floor, and he is not moving.
And I
She
go,
just-
yay, Dorothy, now you have a machete.
So she bends over, slides that into her, the back of her shirt,
Okay.
like behind her bra strap. So she's got that.
Okay. I was like, how's it
on-
going to stay there? Brass up makes sense.
And then she's got the tire iron crossing it on her back. And she says, "Oh, that looked like it hurt there. Well, looks like you'll be singing falsetto for a while. Let's go, boys."
The guy with the
Not
revolver
a boy.
takes a couple steps back and aims at Dorothy, and he's going to shoot at you. Roscoe or Antelope, y'all going to be able to do anything about that?
I'm still tangled with the other machete guy.
Okay, you're still grappling him?
I am going to try a feat of ass kicking because I am going to try to throw something to like knock the revolver or even the bullet off course.
What you going to throw?
Just like a debris I found on the ground.
What is he?
It's like a piece of brick.
Okay, yeah, I think that. I want visuals. Yeah, a chunk of classic New York brick.
Yes.
Red brick.
There you go, Antelope. It's 1969, and this is the Stonewall Inn. Check that brick.
Oh my god, these dice are banished. That's a 3.
Okay, so
Well, that's not going to start a revolution.
So, you throw the brick. He dodges it and takes a few steps back. You guys are effectively pushing him backwards up the
Great.
stairs, which is the direction you're going.
Yeah,
You can hold on to that.
great. This dice is still in dice jail.
Would you like a different one?
Yes. Just in case this blue one betrays me. Thank you.
All right. Roscoe has not exactly been studying jujitsu, but
Incredible.
I'm tangled with the guy.
Yeah.
There's another guy right there. Roscoe is much larger than the guy he's tangling with. So the concept of rolling and using that momentum to just push up and into the shooter.
Okay. So you're gonna try to throw this dude at his buddy.
Preferably, like, I think it's much more of a shove at his general knee area,
Sure.
but that's the intent.
All right. What you rolling?
A D10.
I mean, you're kicking ass?
That's what I'm
Okay,
thinking.
yeah.
I'm waiting for you to tell me if that's kicking ass or
Yeah,
not.
that's kicking ass.
Alrighty. So I got to roll I got to roll a 7 or higher.
Okay.
Nat 10.
No, that's a 2.
Okay.
Nat 2.
So I think you shove this guy, and as you shove him, the machete he's still holding slices across your arm.
That tracks. Hold on, let's see if I can do this.
Excellent audio. I have a glass dice bowl that Matt just ricocheted dice off of.
To be fair, I hit the inside of the bowl perfectly, but it's not like a curved bowl or a hoop
it's got
I was
like
hoping.
straight sides.
So I impacted it, completely ricocheted back off the table and went past me in the other
like
direction.
how that guy almost missed you with that machete.
Anyway, yeah, so he sliced your arm out pretty good. Yeah, so this guy's retreating up the stairs. There's 3 guys behind you catching up. Before long, you're going to be tangling with 4 folks at once, unless you guys do something.
Is there a door to this stairwell?
Like a door you could close?
Yeah.
I like that, sure.
Okay. Dorothy's going to run. I was like, all right, guys, come on, get in. And then she's going to slam the door shut and shove the tire iron through the what's it called? Handle?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how doors are closed. They have handles. Yeah, so you bar the door shut using a non-ass kicking.
Yeah.
So you could either roll it or you could give me a
I'll give you a bubble gum.
Excellent. Nom, nom, nom. Bubblegum. Door is bolted. The 3 guys, Jims, Johns, and Jimothy, lawyers at law.
Lawyers at law?
Absolutely. They're not real attorneys. They can't call themselves attorneys. They can call themselves lawyers because they lie. They lie a lot. They slam into the door.
I don't think that's how anything works.
Shh. We're all very tired.
I'm fine. I'm just like this.
So they slam against the door, and the 3 of you sprint up the stairs, trying to dodge bullets from the guy with the gun. He's got a couple shots left, so he's trying to be careful, and he hasn't hit any. Well, he has hit one of you. So I think Antelope, I believe you're up.
I'm sorry. I was distracted by small fry. Can you repeat what the situation is?
You are in the stairwell.
Okay.
And the guy with the gun, the revolver, is backing up the stairs, calling for help and shooting down at you.
Well, that's not good. I feel like I'm going to try to just keep sneaking upstairs.
You're going to sneak around this guy.
I'm going to try to okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go, oh my God, look, and point. And then when he looks, I'm going to shoot past him. That was shoot past him.
Can Peggy or can Dorothy assist by flashing him?
Yes.
I mean, sure. Why don't you roll for that?
Great. Ass kicking or no?
No.
All right, so you need a 5 or less.
Yeah. No, I don't like that one. 7.
All right, so you do not
How
succeed.
are my tits helping?
They're not. I think your brassiere is caught up on the machete you have back there.
Oh, that'll do it.
And it gets a little tricky to lift it up. You lift it up, you feel something, you go, oh no, and then
jeepers, huh?
You-
Get back in there, Sheila.
so he doesn't even notice on account of the fact that most of your shirt's still covering you, and he's trying to fire shots at our Antelope, who is effectively dodging said shots, but unable to continue up the stairs while he's pinning you down. You are the next floor is you'll practically be on it because like you said, he's backing into it.
Great.
And you open the door to the next floor, trying to remain behind enough cover to not get shot. And you look into the nicest rooms you've seen thus far. This next room, for all of the horrible debris in the previous floors and then the rough nature of the floors below, this area looks positively normal. It's got nice carpets. The walls have been repainted recently, and all of the light fixtures are working. there's welcome mats out, and there's one guy backing up down the hallway with a revolver.
This must be where the beast lives.
I think he's a couple floors up. But oh, look, they got Crystal Pepsi.
Ooh, I grab one and drink it.
I'm going to stick a couple of those in my bag for later.
I hand one to Roscoe.
The guy backing up down the hallway, is it the same guy that's been shooting at us? Okay. Okay.
While the others are grabbing the Crystal Pepsi,
I don't know where they're grabbing it from. Is there like a
There's
bowl
a
or
fridge.
something?
There's like a fridge or like an open cooler with like ice and Crystal Pepsi.
I love how I'm like, this place is pretty nice. And you're like, they must have free soda.
Well, I thought I assumed that it was like
Or it's like the guy's soda. We're like obviously stealing it.
yeah, I imagined like there was like a little office area.
I think
for
we're
this
in
floor.
I think we're in like lower middle class at this point,
Yeah.
as compared to like full amenities and
Well, it's
prepaid
not new
gym
Coke.
membership.
It's Crystal Pepsi.
I think they probably cost the same.
It's a taste thing.
Short version of the long story: Roscoe's gonna get his feet underneath him
Okay.
and just full on charge and football tackle.
Sweet.
How'd you get all the way up here without your feet underneath you? That's a long way to walk on your hands there, buddy.
He's very fast.
Roscoe's effectively been rolling and like crawling up the stairs, like scrambling.
Ooh, it just sends shudders down my spine.
That's a 4.
You're still at or under?
I've got 5 bubblegum left.
All right. So you go to tackle him. I think he shoots you too. I just feel that's appropriate.
Oh, man.
You go to tackle the man, and he shoots you, and the pair of you go down in a pile. Just then, with the gunshot echoing out through the walls, a door behind you opens up, and you see this like huge dude step out. He's probably like 7 foot, 300 pounds of mostly muscle. He's got a bulletproof vest on the top half of his chest. He's too big to wear it properly, but he's still got a bulletproof vest on. His head is shaved bald, but he's got a goatee. And he looks at the three of you, cracks his knuckles, and starts walking towards you.
Oh, hey, man, Steve, how's it going?
He's going to take a punch at you.
I'm going to duck.
All right, roll it.
This is a non-ass kicking.
Do you want to retaliate, or are you just being avoidant?
I'm just ducking.
Okay, the non-ass kicking.
5 or less.
1.
So you made it.
I did make it.
Okay, yeah. So he swings a punch at you. You close the distance. And duck under his arm. It's not too hard. The man's very tall, but you're within punching range. But you didn't get hit.
Great. And can I, so I'm like kind of under him.
Uh-huh.
Can I try to electrocute like his genitals with my brass knuckles?
Shock the taint.
For our listeners at home, Cassandra is punching upwards.
What are we gonna do? Call you the Shocker?
My name is Antelope.
All right. Yeah. Roll ass kicking.
Okay, and so that is
6 or above.
You have 6 dice left.
5.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah.
5
So-
sticks of bubblegum.
Yep. So let's get nat 10.
Did you manage to kick ass, or did you roll under?
It is a 3.
Oh. So you swing in. You hit the electric button, and electricity courses through your veins.
Oh no.
It hit his.
I hope this is my superhero origin story.
You hit his jacket, his armor, and then you hit the electrocution, and the lack of insulation at all on these knuckle dusters sends most of the electricity back through you. You are rocketed backwards about 10 feet as he raises an eyebrow. Humans aren't supposed to be able to move like that. This might be a real fight for him, and he starts taking some steps forward.
I want to run at the other guy, and she says, you know what? I've had enough of this. Pulls the machete out and is just going to full on anime run down the hall.
Yeah.
And like swing at this guy.
All right, roll ass kicking.
Is this the big guy or the shooter guy?
Shooter guy.
The shooter guy, because I want that gun. Well, that's a 4. That doesn't work.
Okay. You swing at him. He falls over and kind of scrambles backwards. So you are cutting through the carpet as you run, and then you swing, ripping the sword through the last of the carpet as you narrowly miss him as he just sort of like hops slightly backwards out of the way.
I still look good doing it.
There's Dorothy Clutterbucket dual wielding a bag full of booze and a machete, carpet fluttering through the air. All right, Roscoe. All right, Roscoe, what's your plan?
So I'm catching back up to my feet, catching my breath. This is one of the nicer hallways where the appliances work, right? Mm-hmm. Is there a release for a fire door?
Ooh.
Explain to me what you mean by release for a fire door.
Like a...
What are you looking at? What are you looking to get out of this?
I'm looking to hit a button and drop a door in between Antelope and the big dude, stranding the big dude on the other side.
If there would be one, it would be in the hall. It would be at the end of the hallway in front of the stairs. I think y'all are past that. So maybe you could do that if you get to the next stairway.
I'm debating on how I want to try and do this. Mm-hmm. Because I either go back to help Antelope, or I continue going forward, helping with the shooter guy, or I go all the way forward to the next stairway.
Save yourself.
Oh, yeah, we got this. She makes another swing.
Antelope's like, yeah, we got this, as they have not made a single actual contact.
Yeah, I'm going to get past them and get to the next stairwell.
Okay. All right. I don't necessarily think you have to roll to just run. That makes sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, shooter guy's getting focused down by a machete.
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
He's dodging a machete.
in a-
You're
in a
going to squeeze
bag.
past them, and
He's got to be running out of bullets by now, right? You
If-
said a revolver. That's 6 bullets.
yeah, he's fired about 5 times now.
Yep.
He's got one left. He's looking to get the right shot on you.
But yep.
I think, speaking of which, that might be this opportunity. I think he levels the pistol at your head. So I think you got to do something.
So can we do one of those cool like standoffs where we're like rolling around and he levels the pistol at my head and he kind of like looks at me and I just like look down and I've got the machete like on the inside of his thigh and she's going to lean in and go, you would think that you can pull that trigger quicker than I can take off the family goods here? Why don't you try me, punk?
So is this an ass-kicking roll or is this a non-ass-kicking roll? Because this might be a talk-down situation.
I think she's trying to intimidate him.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like ass-kicking to me.
Yeah, and I will sacrifice a bubble gum to
Yeah,
talk
hell
him
yeah.
out of that.
All right, so he puts the gun to your head, but the hammer's down, which requires a lot of force to pull it hard enough to make it fire. And then he looks down, and there's a machete right up in his gooch. And he goes, like, he pauses for a second, realizes that you mean business, and he's like, I could either shoot Dorothy Clutterbucket in the head and be a eunuch for the rest of my life, but have rent money, or I could have kids later. And he
Do you feel lucky, punk?
he lets go of the handle so that the gun flips back and forth on his index finger, and then like starts to back away.
Can I grab the gun off of his
Sure.
finger?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to grab that, and I'll look at it, notice that there's one bullet left, and put it in the back of my skirt.
Okay. All right.
And then I go on, get!
He backs past the huge guy, who then shoves him through a wall.
Oh, damn.
The big guy just like pushes this guy straight into the drywall of an apartment building and just through the wall. The big guy starts to run at you, thundering footstep after thundering footstep.
This is where Roscoe starts screaming, "Antelope, antelope, come on!" And as soon as they're past the way, God damn it!
You're so bad at giving me bubblegum.
That's when I hit the fire escape.
So Dorothy, Antelope, and Roscoe all run through the fire door area. You slam the button, a fire alarm starts blaring, and a thick metal and glass door slams down from the ceiling into the floor, locking in place as the big guy slams into it hard enough to dent it towards you a bit.
Listen to Lesser Evil.
Yeah.
We're about to wrap the first season.
Do you want to tell them what Lesser Evil is a little
Lesser
bit?
Evil is a live play D&D podcast set in a world vaguely reminiscent of the 1990s, where the Dark Lord has risen to power and the bad guys lost.
Good guys lost, right?
The good guys lost. Yeah, the good guys lost. Bad guys are in power.
We're killing this. We're killing it tonight.
I'm the GM. Cassandra's on it. It's all queer people.
It's not
being
even 5 o'clock yet.
being bad little office workers.
Proper naughty boys.
Proper naughty boys. and
Proper
girls.
naughty boys.
As a real proper naughty boy, there he is.
Anyone else have any plugs?
Nope, I think that one's it. You can check us out.
I usually do. Oh, yeah. Hi, I'm Cassandra Snow. My most recent book is called Lessons from the Empress, a tarot workbook for self-care and creative growth, co-written with Siri Vincent Pluff. Buy that wherever you buy books. I also wrote other books that you can also buy wherever you buy books.
This episode was brought to you by Proper Naughty Boys.
Proper naughty boys. All right. Thank you for listening. You can find us at Micro RPGs on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, or email us at microrpgs@gmail.com. We also have a Discord. You can join our Patreon at patreon.com/tableit. If you want to support us financially, you can rate and review us wherever you listen to podcasts. And most importantly, tell a friend about us. Our theme is Chill Viber Jazz by Danny Dory. And I'll see you all next time.
Mummy, I don't want to be a naughty boy.